Welcome to Piss Week Islands, Airlines. So Piss Week we are, formerly known as Heathrow Airlines, just doing the final checks before takeoff. Flight 7:05 to Africa. To Africa. That's something we'll chat about while we're driving. While we're flying, hope you've brought your own drinks and snacks because we don't provide any. We don't even provide seatbelts, so I can't even advise you to buckle up. All right, got my lip balm, got my hot coffee. Put that around the. Being left-handed in a right-handed world, guys. Best coffee thermos imaginable, except for one thing. The lid, the way the lid goes when you screw it on and open the little bit, where you drink your coffee out of, the handle's on the right. Not ideal, but it's lefty. Hey, Scout. How are you, gorgeous? Joman sent an apology to you in one of my lives the other day for being a cheeky little monkey about you. So I meant to message you, lovely one, and then the weekend and yesterday got away with me. Shady man, Heathrow Airlines. I did mention her. I said formerly, I call it Piss Week, but formerly known as, but can still be. And that would suit the narrative to have an airline that at the same time would make, booking and boarding and everything else a bit tricky, perhaps. Although Qantas has like a subsidiary airline, so look, let's not go down the airline road. This is a cautionary tale. I'm trying really hard not to laugh about it because I think you could have, I don't think it's going to end well, what I'm talking about today. You know those song that people use, especially on TikTok, that, oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 no. You can't see the live stream. Hey? What do you mean? Do I need to stop and change something, Scout? What do you mean you can't see the live stream? Oh, the one where you apologised. Yeah, because I got a claim. Because I played Fox News. Bugger. I mean, I know I got a claim, but I didn't know it was blocked in, other countries. Is that what? It's a black screen. Hey, blank slate. Didn't go black for me. But, guys, you know that I'm in coastal country Tasmania, right? Let me just check I haven't got my browser switched on. I'll have to pull over. It drops in and out here all the time, guys. You know that. Can't do anything about it. In fact, it's going to drop out again up here. Well, there's one where it always drops out. In fact, there's two. But I can't do anything about it when I'm driving either. Just have faith that, the little beacon up in the sky from Tasmania beaming out to you will sort itself out. Thanks, Scout. But yeah, I mean, there's nothing I can do. It's one of those things. I do come back, as you guys know. Yeah, and I don't have my Wi-Fi switched on. So let's go. Gotta go to work, guys. Got stuff to do. But conspiracy theorists would say if they knew what I'm about to talk about that it was deliberate. Someone intervened. Like, hey, Emily, hi, everyone rolling into. I'll be able to chat when we're in peak hour traffic, but at the moment, I'm going to just chat about what I'm chatting about today. So, yeah, that TikTok song. Oh, no, oh, no, oh, no, 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 no. That one. Can't stop singing it. And I'm trying really hard not to laugh because I genuinely think there could be serious repercussions. Now brace yourselves, groovers. The reception does drop in and out on this stretch of road. I think you can tell from the landscape. There's not a lot of mobile towers or houses in this area. Patchy. Not here, Shady Man. We're only an island of 500,000 people. We're not a priority. Ever. We're the same size as the country where you live, Shady Man. We've got 500,000 people here compared to the gazillions you've got, well, the millions you've got. Puts it into perspective a bit, how much space we have. I do have an earworm. This is all to do with the Idaho murders. And not so much the murders, but the sleuths. I finally worked out a name I want to call them. They're the sleuthers. They're not acting like OG YouTubers in the true crime world. They're the sleuthers. Or the crap sleuthers. The fake sleuthers. So, laughing at this, and this could be, we're adults, you know, we've all got to take responsibility for our irresponsible behaviour. I'm also a huge fan of Darwinism. Not going to lie. I hope you'll enjoy this live though, Emily, because I'm not actually talking about the case. I'm with you. Although I think I do have some advice for anyone whose head is hurting, and it's have a break from all of the sleuthing. I mean, there was even a channel yesterday who usually sticks to the facts and science and evidence, who started analysing that extra bit of food truck footage that came out on the weekend and theorising, but not from a 20-year-old college kid's perspective. And I was surprised. I was actually shocked that this creator went way off the usual course they're on. So, I mean, even the channels that you turn to for facts and discussion based on facts are falling into this theorising stuff. And it was really unusual. I was shocked. Yeah, the creators, some of them. But yeah, but even your old favourites, your reliables and your trusty and trues are now falling into it as well. I think everyone needs to be, you know, patient, have a break from it. I've got other cases that I'm going to be chatting about on my channel if you want to learn or listen to discussion about something different. I wasn't even planning on doing a Smooth Criminal live this morning. I was going to go on Tasmania calling, but I was nearly late for work, or like leaving late, because I couldn't stop reading something on Facebook. And alarm bells started ringing, and I'm like, I need to talk about this. This is not going to end well. Well, there's slothing too, but that's why if you put crap sleuthing or shit sleuthing or, you know, they're sleuthing all over the place, but they're sleuthing wrong. I'll give you an example. When I started this live, I said, today we're flying to Africa. I mean, this little example sums up the people I'm talking about. I hope that you all catch my drift. The still hasn't been verified story about poor Jack S., who's had his life scrutinised, possibly been harassed offline. We've seen it happen with so many other cases, Kylie Rodney, the most recent one. Well, no, actually, Athena Strand's mother, stepmother, most likely copped a lot offline as well. But remember the story that he'd flown to Africa? He'd fled the country. He'd flown to Africa. If I see one more person talking about that, oh my God, I'm going to start responding. I haven't said a word in this Facebook group because I'm too embarrassed to be seen in there, basically. Apart from liking, like giving a thumbs up to rational, reasonable people in there, and there's only a small percentage. I don't want my name up there. I don't want to be seen to be participating in this chaotic nightmare. But I can't stop watching it because there's always a new angle, and that's what I'm bringing to you guys this morning. So Africa, right? So never confirmed. Apparently, he flew to Africa came out of the mouth of a psychic, not LA or anyone like that. But every time I see someone saying he flew to Africa, I start laughing because I'm picturing someone rocking up to an airport and saying, "Can I please buy a ticket to Africa?" And the airline looking at them and going, "Do you want to narrow that down a little bit? Do you maybe want to go to a specific African country?" Because I'm sorry, we actually need you to narrow it down a bit so we know which airport you need to land in. Airlines are not in the habit of just booking people on flights to continents. We need some more detail from you. Which country in Africa are you going to? No, I'm fleeing the United States. What was it? The Untied States of America. That was a Nigerian scammers offering the other night. I'm fleeing the Untied States of America and I want to go to Africa. Yeah, great. We can send you there. In fact, you're becoming incredibly annoying. The sooner we send you to a country in Africa, the better. But you need to give us a country, please. You're making something to eat. What are you having? I'd like some too. I'm hungry. Well, I'm just fleeing to Africa. I don't believe I need to give you a country. Can you just put me on a plane to Africa? At this rate, you're going to get on a fucking plane to the moon because the planet doesn't need you. But the planet also doesn't need all of the people in this Facebook group and on YouTube in chats and comments, possibly even creators who keep saying this poor kid, who in my opinion has been completely vindicated from the latest bit of video, but oh no, that's another twist. People are now hearing, oh God, I don't know where to start with this. I want to get to my point, but there's so many people that keep saying he fled to Africa. Which part of Africa, you mother ass? Pick a card, any card. And they're all there, all knowing. He fled. He's gone. He's gone to Africa. Well, shit, it's a big continent, so tracking the little kid down's going to be a bit hard. Where do we start? Maybe Zimbabwe. I don't know. I might go to Cape Town in South Africa first because there's a lovely restaurant there I'd love to eat at again. I don't know. We could go to Lagos, as Shady Man mentioned earlier, capital of Nigeria. Kenya is always lovely at this time of year. What the hell? Anywho, so this flight is to Africa, by the way. Buckle up. No, you can't. There's no seatbelts. Hope you brought snacks. Emily's providing snacks by the sounds of it. Someone else pour the drinks, please. And let's remember, guys, like I said just before, Africa Boy, it was first suggested that he had gone to the massive continent of Africa by a psychic. I've researched this, and that's the only source I can find from where that rumour started. A psychic, no less. Unbelievable. Cement shoes. Good to see you. Right? Death threat. What was that death threat that wanker sent? Huh? What are you talking about, Willis? I'm going to be getting onto death threats shortly because there will be some. Not for me, I hope. But, well, I am touching on a rather contentious group of people shortly. There was something else I just started commenting on. Oh, yes. That new little clip that's come out. That people are now slowing down and grabbing and analysing other words in the background and saying what it is. You know, they know. Oh, yeah, that was a death threat from the scammer, yeah. I've had that before. Oli Bukaru. May the wrath of God thunder down on you. Something like that is the literal translation. Apologies to anyone from Nigeria. It may not be the literal, but it's close. Oli Bukaru. Cheese platter for all, thank you. Joman rolls in. So, I passed on your apology to Scout. She's here. She's hungry. Can you make her a snack, Joman? Thank you. And get her a drink too. So the second thing that's been chatted about, and it's not as good as the main thing we're going to discuss. You guys are going to love this shit. But you might need to talk me out of laughing because I can't help myself, but I also can see things are not going to end very well for some people. Is it my job to warn them? Hell no. I've got a busy day ahead of me. Jamin's written a thesis, bless. I don't think Scout even cared, but it's lovely that you're apologising. So also with the this new video, right? To me, it's like, well, is everyone going to lay off Woody Guy now because he's clearly arrived with them at the food truck. He's walking along with them, and they're all chattering away. Well, anyway, some people have now decided that in the midst of Kaylee and Maddie talking about Adam, Jack, I shouldn't have said that, Hoodie Guy can be heard saying they're going to get you or he's going to get you, something like that, like some sort of ominous warning. Meanwhile, there's other people on there that go, well, look, I can't really analyse it, but it sounds more like we're going to get you some food. But there's a heap of people going, no, he's saying he's going to get you or they're going to get you. Once again, where does the logic of this go out the window? Like, if he seriously is saying that, do you reckon they'd be like, yeah, no worries, let's just go to the food truck first and order some carbonara and hang out there for a few more minutes. Someone's after us. Let's just hang out at the food truck and laugh and chat to people and eat food. I mean, for God's sake. Oh, no, Jamie. Well, that is what I'm about to talk about. But no, I'm coming in from a very different angle than that. I mean, if I had the time and the inclination, I'd love to do a live where I could just go through comments under any YouTube creator who's discussing this case and have a little chuckle, but I'm not going to do that. I mean, firstly, there's just so much idiocy, I don't know where to start, but I am going to provide fresh angles of conversation, things that we might be noticing around the trap. So when I get to the car park too, if anyone else has things they'd like to bring up, let's discuss it. We're observers and commentators. But as I've watched this case discussion, I'm going to use the word unravel because that's really the best word for it. Over the last few weeks, occasionally references to 4chan have been brought up. And I don't know why or how, but suddenly there seems to be a gigantic flock. I'm talking huge flock of primarily middle-aged women, but I'm sort of thinking maybe even more in their, what's middle age? Is it from 40 to 70? Is that sort of 60-ish? I don't know. I'm kind of thinking there may be primarily late 50s, early 60s. Who've all decided that downloading 4chan and heading there for information is the place to be if you want facts. Now, look, I believe everyone, the internet has provided a platform for everyone. People can create their own platforms and do whatever they want on there. Many of us have known about 4chan for a long time. Have we decided to go there? Nay, I haven't. Can't speak on behalf of people in my community. Look, go wherever the wind blows you. There's probably a time in my life where I was highly rebellious and quirky that I might have been attracted to that sort of a platform. But there's suddenly now, and I don't know how it's going to stop, a shitload of people in their 50s and 60s signing up to 4chan like it's, I don't know, some sort of alternative to Wikipedia. Or, I mean, Wikipedia is a bit tricky because people can add whatever they want to it, but I don't know, the Encyclopedia Britannica or the Authority or the most proactive platform that is sleuthing this case. There are people in there in the community that I'm a passive participant in, but an occasional spectator, there's literally hundreds and hundreds of women, primarily, who, I don't know, maybe 4chan's got a really good PR rep or something now, who are going to 4chan, reading everything in there, for those that can actually navigate 4chan, because there's literally people saying, I'm in 4chan right now and I can't find anything. Can somebody help me, please? It was bad enough having to download it. That was tricky for me, but now I'm in there. I can't find anything. There's no search feature. And then there's, Mary Lou, age 72, going, oh, you just need to go to your search bar and type 4chan and then these words, and you'll find the thread. Oh, thanks, Mary Lou. That's what I'm going to do. 4chan has been invaded by the very people they are going to have playtime with, in my opinion. There's talk of new 4chan subscribers, if that's the right word. I don't know. Are you considered a subscriber or a member? I don't know. Going in there and doing that. You know how back in the day on dating sites it was always ASL, which was like age, sex, location? Back, like way before the Tinders and stuff. You'd go into some, I don't know, I can't even think of it. Go Fish. Is that one? Plenty of Fish. Or RSVP, and it was always like ASL. And you'd be like, well, I'm 79, and I live on the moon. Gender, non-binary for now. Or always have been. I don't know. But you know what I mean? They go in like, let's start a thread and introduce ourselves. There are people going in there, giving their full name and the state where they live in the US of A. Hi, everyone. I'm Mary Lou Snodgrass from Monticello, Iowa. Pleased to meet y'all. Where are y'all from? Oh, no, Mary Lou. Mary Lou. I mean, I think, anything you do these days, the first thing you do is a bit of research. I don't buy any products now until I've read reviews, and many reviews. I spend a lot of time researching what kind of friggin' air fryer I'm going to buy. Do you think I'm going to sign up to 4chan without a little bit of background research? They're talking about it like it's trendy and cool. I don't think it's a cult. I mean, to me personally, what I've learned over the years is they're sort of like a professional trolling network. I mean, don't get me wrong. It sounds like, as far as sleuthing goes, 4chan has certainly have access to much better, what's the word? They dive very deep. They're very, from what I can see. I mean, I'm not weighing in on their theories or anything like that, because it seems to me they're as sort of similar as what we're witnessing out on YouTube and Facebook and so on. But I mean, I can't say for sure because I'm not in 4chan. But I'll tell you who is in 4chan. A shitload of women in their 50s and 60s that, in my opinion, shouldn't be in there. I feel like they're literally the sort of people that 4chan will enjoy messing with, because they certainly have a reputation for being a tad troll-like. And like, I mean, on this channel, a troll comes into our chat and he or she's funny, or she, them, they. Because fucking hell, you have to think everything through when you speak these days. It's exhausting. A troll comes in and they're funny. We love them, and it's quite possible that 4chan has funny trolls. I don't know, but I do know they have serious trolls who like to create a bit of mischief. Apparently, they're a little bit they sort of function in their society functions in a before things were PC kind of way. And we all know how I feel about PC. Like, I think there were a couple of things that political correctness rectified, and that was great. But beyond that, I'm not a fan. But I don't know how Mary Lou from Monticello, Iowa is going to handle some of the chats in there. But they don't seem to be coming out of the 4chan platform triggered or feeling sullied and unusual. They are quick to come out and report what they have seen and read in there as fact, like it's some sort of authoritative platform. And because a lot of them are very, like, creative writers and wordsmiths, no less, I think to the Mary Lou's of the world, the fact that they use some fancy words makes them sound legitimate. But I can see this is not going to end well. I agree, Joman. I agree. Google them, Shady Man. Don't join up, though. I mean, look, like I said, the internet has provided a platform for everyone, and there probably was a time in my life, not some of the stuff I've seen reported, but, I've had funny trolls in the past. I've enjoyed mucking around with them, but there might have been a time in my angsty youth where 4chan would have been a great place for me to hang out. But I would have had my wits about me if I'd hung out in there too, I wouldn't have, like, rolled in and given them pretty much all the personal information they need to get onto some good old-fashioned doxing. Look how dead town is today. Oh, my God. There really is very little traffic. I'm one of the few idiots who's still working the week of Christmas. So many people take this week off. I actually don't mind it, though. I'm taking my annual leave after the Christmas. I always go on holidays after Christmas, New Year, because with all the public holidays and everything, you get a good little break. Although, as of Friday, I'm not back at work until the 16th of January. I've nearly got a month off. Woo-hoo! Plus, a lot of people really need help and support in this week. It's not a great week for a lot of people. So I'm happy to be able to help some of them. Oh, you've got a friend reporting from it, Joman. Yeah, look, I just think about these women in particular. And don't get me wrong, there's men there too, but there's more women talking about their 4chan experiences than men, in my observation. But, I wonder how they parented their children. Like, were they the sort of parents who said, you learn from your mistakes? Like my parents did? Because these women are sort of my age and older. And younger, too. I'm in the last year of my mid-50s after my birthday in January. Oh, I'm so excited, Emily. It's insanely exciting. But if they were parents who taught their kids, you learn from your mistakes, you're responsible for your actions. When you're making a decision, you know, do a bit of research, have a bit of a think, weigh it up. Then whatever happens to these people, I'm kind of like, well, that's what you taught your kids to do. So good luck to you, ladies. And I'm doing this topic because I'm patiently waiting for verified facts, information, if we want to expand our discussion and conversation about the Idaho murders. But I'm always looking out for subplots, little twists in the story, unexpected twists. And I didn't predict this one ever. That a heap of middle-aged men and women on YouTube, online, on Facebook, would suddenly think 4chan are their leaders. And that's your limited opinion. What was your opinion? Oh, that's crazy. Look, I don't know who's in there. Well, gosh, Reddit is like the Christian sweetest cherry pie, squeaky clean equivalent. Not equivalent, but like Reddit is. Reddit is the girl next door. 4chan is the slightly dodgy dude over the road, And I don't want to laugh, but then I kind of have to because I'm like, you people are absolutely idiotic. This is next level idiocy at its finest. And I'm not saying I'm going to sit back with my bloody glass of port and Cuban cigar and laugh my head off when it goes terribly wrong for them. I'm just saying it's not going to end well for some of them, especially the Mary Lou's that, they're talking about it like, it's the cool place to be. They're almost like, hey guys, I found this place called 4chan and they have way more information than anyone else does about the Idaho murders. Like, these people are groovy. No, the smoking man might be here a bit later. Or he could be like half of or 3/4 of the city and on holiday now. Actually, without saying too much, he isn't on holiday yet. I've spotted him. You just heard the footsteps of the smoking man, shady man. Baby hippos in a pit of alligators. That's kind of what it is, a blank slate. No, it's not accurate, Joman. No. Well, there might be. Let's give them credit. There could be. They definitely have greater capacity to bury into rabbit warrens that your general YouTube crowd or Facebook. This group that I'm in has over 100,000 people, and I'm playing spot the rational, reasonable person in there. That's really all I do in there. But I've just noticed a lot of these women, in particular in this group, are talking with great excitement about what they've seen in 4chan. And then people are dropping links in there for how they can download it. and helping them work out, like navigate their way in. And it's just with an oil tanker of salt. No, there's no limitation on anything, and they're not politically correct, which is surprising that the Mary Lou's are not getting upset about that, even though, hey, Ruth. Well, hello, Mary Lou. Yeah, I might have to change the person, but and then there's this desperation for other people, like it's not downloading. I can't work out what I'm doing. I'm thinking, do you actually know what you're downloading? Like that. The little I know about 4chan is they're not stupid and they're very tech savvy. Tech savvy. I nearly said they're better with their words than me too. You don't be missing. If your PC at 4chan, you get banned. Well, I don't know, because I feel like they've got this whole. It's like Christmas has come early for them. They've got this gigantic pile of toys to fuck with. Is this not what they would be? Is this not their wet dream? Do you know what I mean? Like, the little I know is that these people are lambs to the slaughter. And I do feel guilty that it's amusing me, but part of me is also like, well, if you raise your children to be responsible for their actions and, you know, make informed decisions in life, and you haven't made an informed decision about 4chan, you've just jumped on there because everybody else is talking about it. You didn't do your due diligence. You have a friend that tried to be banned and the roof is mega huge. I think they're going to keep them there. I mean, if anyone's a bit, offended by everything and crapping on all the time, they might just be like, oh, that's just a mosquito. Let's just get rid of it. But let's start a friend thread. Where are y'all from, y'all? And they're all in there having a great time. I mean, it's ludicrous. My sister has a dog called Jackie Chan. And our saying sometimes with him when he's in a bad mood is don't mess with the Chan. And that's a principle I've lived by ever since Jackie Chan entered our lives. Now, it might be a bit more far reaching to impose that sort of rule on myself with 4chan, but that's what I've done. I don't mess with the Chan. But these women, primarily, who feel like they've just discovered the world's greatest online platform for factual information, are being warned by others in this Facebook community to not go there, to get the hell out of Dodge. And they won't. And they can't because they're hooked. Because 4chan's putting out theories that are way more out there than the stuff we're seeing on YouTube. And they can back the way up theories. They back it up with all these words that fly over these women and men's heads, and they're bewildered by their vocabulary and all these sources that they're saying they're accessing. And I'm not saying they can't. Like, don't get me wrong, the 4chan people, I reckon, are mega switched on and do have access to a lot more than your 58-year-old chook sitting in a living room playing with her tablet that her grandchildren gave her for Christmas last year. God, Emily, you're busy bee this morning. You're making cheese platters, doing the laundry. You're going to lurk. You're going to have to. Do not lurk there. Girls, listen to me. Can't tell you where you can and can't go, but You can find out lots about it without going there. You have to download some. I'm hoping both of you are yoking. Go and find it. If you're a Facebooker, find the Facebook groups talking about the Idaho murders and join one of them and then punch into their search bar 4chan and then read all the threads, if that's what you're talking about. But oh, Scout's doing laundry too. Can someone go to my place and put on another load of washing for me? I did 2 loads yesterday, but I'd like to do a third before Christmas descends upon me. Sunny's at home. She'll keep you company. She's putting on some foundation and powder. But as far as you two saying you're going to go and lurk, I hope you're talking about in the Facebook community. Just look for the one with over 100,000 subscribers. Head there. Give thumbs up to any reasonable people you spot in your travels. But like me, you might choose to not actually comment in there because I don't want to be seen to be participating in there. But I tell you what, you have to exercise restraint reading this stuff because I just want to respond to everyone who's being an absolute twit in there. And then I'm like, no, this is a spectator sport. You're in the audience. You're not participating. You do not want to put anything in there. You don't want to be seen to be participating in there. I don't mind if people say my name because I like something reasonable. I'm okay with that. But I don't want to say a word. But I'm just going to put powder on. I can't read chat yet, but I'm hoping that you guys were joking and you're planning on lurking in the Facebook community, not 4chan. I wouldn't be putting that stuff on my devices. God only knows what sort of booby traps they have on there. What do we do, kids, when we get sent links from people we don't know? We don't click on them and open them. Why? Because they might contain a virus. They might contain spyware. They might just download the latest version of Candy Crush Saga, but I don't want them putting anything on my devices without my knowledge. And I just can't get over how much these women and men are gushing like they've found the fountain of youth, but it's the fountain of knowledge. And they're reporting back out into Facebook land these, undeniably true, apparently, according to these women and men, theories that are backed up by, science and evidence and facts. No, they're not. There might be some stuff in there that's credible. I don't know. It's not my playground. I'll never know. I'm happy to choose to never know. I don't want to know. But credit where it's due. There could be some stuff in there that is spot on. Facebook, thank goodness, Emily. I was worried. You don't want to miss a thing. Well, this live wasn't to make people curious enough to head to 4chan. Let me be clear on that. Hey, Shanna. Shanna, back me up here. This live is not to make 4chan sound so mysterious and wonderful that you all want to go there. I'm pointing out precisely why people shouldn't be going there. And the problem is there's heaps of people going there who unfortunately are a bit naive Didn't do any research because someone's come back out and gone, look what I read in 4chan, and they're all like, oh, I've got to get me some of 4chan. They speak the truth. This is the best theory I've heard so far. And then they're rolling into 4chan, announcing their arrival, providing personal information like where they live, their full names. There are people who have reported back out into the real world. Well, not Facebook's the real world. Oh no, the lid came off my powder. Who have seen people in there putting their full names and the city and state where they live, mainly in the untied states of America. Oh my God, if anyone who doesn't know me walks in right now, they're going to be like, did she just say untied states? I did. That's what a scammer told me the other day, that he lives in the untied states. That'll be the next thing. They'll be like, this bloody opinionated Tasmanian doesn't even know United States. I've got to be so careful now. Bring back the days where you could just have fun without being scrutinised. And yet I'm scrutinising. I just think it's not going to end well for a lot of people, and I don't know why or how 4chan has become the trendy place to go if you're over 50 and more likely to be female. I mean, they speak with such pride and respect, like 4chan are their grandchildren. They're excited. It 100% is part of the dark web. The untied states of Dave. Yes, the untied states of Dave. Right, bit of eyeshadow. So yeah, I mean, I would never wish harm on anyone, but you people that are messing with the Chan or acting like they're your new BFFs forever, you don't know what you're doing, and it's not going to end well. And this was a twist to the story I would never in a million years have predicted. The grandmothers and the occasional grandfather would end up spouting off all over social media platforms about how amazing 4chan are. I would never, 4chan must be loving this shit. They've got people, they love a good doxing. They've got people rolling in. It's the easiest dox of all. Thank you. Thank you, Rosemary. Of Kansas City, Missouri, for putting your driver's license and social security details in your introduction as you arrived here. Thank you. Let's have fun with you, Rosemary. And the frustration of the ones that are having trouble downloading it, or once they're in there working out how to navigate it, and other people giving them help. Because they don't want to miss out. It's like, I'm there, but now I can't find anything. Where are all these threads you're talking about? Help me, somebody. And then there'll be, good old Mary Lou again from Monticello, Iowa. She's on top of it. Straight on the thread, giving a blow-by-blow how to be a participant in 4chan. Thank you, Mary Lou. Say 83 women that were all struggling to navigate their way around 4chan. Cheers. Little champagne emojis. It's just, who would have predicted this? Who would have predicted this? I mean, seriously. I can see all these kids at Christmas, on Christmas Day. Kids and people in their 20s, 30s, and even 40s on Christmas Day So Nana, what have you been doing? Well, I'm very interested in this horrible the quadruple murders in Idaho of the college students. I'm actually obsessed with it. There's so many people too in this group that are losing sleep, that are worried and stressed, that feel sick every day that the killer isn't caught. Like these people are so invested. I've never seen that depth of investment either. Back in the day, you'd get the occasional person who was way too emotionally connected to victims having a bit of a meltdown on a panel. And you'd have a creator saying, yeah, look, you might need to just give yourself a little break from it for a while. Like, that's not good for your mental health. Now there's hundreds of people who can't sleep at night, who are worried sick. Way, 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 way too invested. So now, there's this horrible, the quadruple murders. You know, where are you, why are you so obsessed with it? Well, I'm in several Facebook groups and we talk about it in there. And I'm basically sponsoring Red Bull these days because I'm there 24/7. But I've really been spending most of my time in a very interesting little platform that I had to download onto my phone and my iPad. It's called 4chan. What the fuck, Nana? Did you say 4chan? Yeah. Yeah, 4chan. They're amazing. And there's so many I've met so many great people in there, but I don't know how they do it, but they have way more information than anybody else does. They are the ones that will solve this case. In fact, I think they already have. Nan, I'm still stuck on you being in 4chan. You're in 4chan. Yes, I'm taking 4chan off your iPad right now. No, you're not. You sit down, Madeline. You're not touching my granny. You can't be in 4chan. It's not safe. They are very nice people. They have been nothing but nice to me. Mum, Dad, can you speak to Grandma about this? She's in 4chan. Well, so are we, Madeline. We love it too. I just can't. Can't. And all I can picture is the faces of the 4chan people just pissing themselves laughing and going, oh my God. We've kind of been on the down low in the background for years now. Look at what's happened. We've become the most popular online platform. And all of these newbies that have joined us are the exact sort of people we would like to be targeting. Bring it on. We've won the lottery. It's just ludicrous. All right, I've got all my makeups and glasses and everything sorted. Let's go back to chat. The United States. No, well, Scout, now you kind of know. I miss Dave too. He was a great landscape. I don't even know how 4chan consider scammers, to be honest. I'm not sure. They might be very separate. I don't think, I don't know. I mean, it's going to be a great breeding ground for all kinds of chaos now that it's become the trendy place for the oldies to hang out in. He did something. Well, we're never going to know, Shady Man. You'll just have to make one up in your mind what it was going to be. Oh, wait a minute. I do know. He was the sugar daddy. Or is that Francis? I better get Francis cranking again. Yeah, I know. You've got to put your credit card details in. And well, even, I think your first post when you announce who you are, that information should be included. It's not for Nans. It is now. Lippy, just looking for it. Thank you. But I'm onto it. I am trying to find some. I found one before and it's way too dark. I don't wear a lot of lippy. It's more like a coloured lip balm, but I can't find the one I'm loving at the moment. Where it gone? I do not know. How do I do that? Like I just managed to lose lip balms. I go through so many lip balms. Wait a minute, I'm looking in the wrong bag. I don't need those keys today. I found it. I found it. I'm ridiculously organised. Like I literally spend so much time organising myself that when I need something, I'm like, where the hell did I put that when I was organising everything? Like it's, you know. All right, I have lips now. Well, they might be a bit pale. Well, Dave wasn't the guy in those photos that we know for sure. Yeah. So look, I mean, I do feel guilty that I'm kind of amused. I don't wear brilliant red shady man. It makes me look like a tramp. I still haven't done that live, have I, where we all show how bad we look with bright red lippy on. I wish I could. I can't wear big dangly earrings either. I put some on this morning and, just thinking, maybe today I'll put them on and I'll be like, yes, Tor, you look great. And I put them on and I'm like, no, Tor, you still look stupid. Like, I look ridiculous in big dangly earrings. What? How? How is it so? Why can't I wear them? I bought the most amazing earrings at this artisan market. They're stunning. And I keep thinking, oh, it's just not the right outfit for them. Try them on again when you've got a different outfit. Okay, I found my lipstick. That lip balm's a bit pale. And today I've got all black on, and I was like, this could be the day because they are a bit of a statement piece. They're stunning. They deserve all the attention. And I put them on and went, you look ridiculous. They do not work. Oh, look at Scout doing the beautiful sign off. Yeah, I just can't wear them, so I might have to re-gift them because they were bloody expensive. But at the time, I thought they are the most beautiful earrings I've ever seen. I cannot wait to wear them, and I have tried them on with so many things. The only thing I think I might get away with wearing them is in summer, tanned in some sort of white sundress and some sandals. They may look good. But here's the kicker. I don't wear dangly earrings when I'm wearing a little sundress and sandals to go to the beach and hang out with my buddies. No dangly earrings in the ocean. Look, I admire people that can wear red lipstick. I've got one that is a beautiful colour. I still can't wear it. I put it on and I just look ludicrous. Miss Kate, hello, gorgeous. So with the, what are we going to call them? The ladies of fortune. They are primarily females that I have noticed singing the praises. And I mean, these girls, sorry, are besotted with it. They speak glowingly about 4chan like 4chan are their grandchildren. I don't see it ending well. They are going to learn from their mistakes, just like they told their children and their grandchildren. And their biggest mistake Somehow, somewhere, somebody made it sound like a good place to go, and they have gone there in the droves. There are people saying, oh, yeah, you probably might want to rethink hanging out there, ignoring it, not even acknowledging those comments, skimming over them. They were forewarned. They could have been forearmed, and they chose to ignore. You've got well-meaning folk who are well aware of 4chan and all that goes on in there saying, please do not go there. And the next comment below that is, I'm still having trouble finding that thread you're all talking about. They don't care. These women and some men feel like they've found, like I said, the fountain of youth equivalent to the fountain of knowledge. And then there'll be someone going, oh, I wouldn't go there. They scare me a little bit. Oh, there's nothing to be scared about, says Beryl. They're lovely. They've been so nice to me. You need to experience it to know how lovely they are. Don't say you don't like olives, but you've never eaten one. Come in. Come in and look. They're lovely. They're grooming you, Beryl. They have you in their sights. They're being nice to you because you are about to be messed with like a cat with a mouse. Beryl, wake up. Wake up and smell the popcorn, lady. Just imagine all these Christmas Day conversations with all of these people in their 60s talking about 4chan around the dining room table. I can't. There's no way I can stop laughing about this. No way. I wanted to 4chan have merchandise. Imagine Granny Beryl sitting there in a 4chan cap on Christmas Day. Oh my God. Yeah, I mean, look, I don't know how they feel about the dark web, if they consider themselves part of it or if they, I don't know. I don't know enough about them, thank God. All I know is it's no place for Beryl. It's not. These people are so thirsty with this case and can't just wait for more facts and evidence to come out. They're going to go anywhere because they're losing sleep over this case. They can't sleep. They're scared. It should have been solved a week ago, a month ago. It's already going cold, people. That's what they keep saying too. It's going cold. 4chan are onto it. They're going to solve it. It's not friggin' going cold. The case goes cold when they run out of leads, and because of people like Beryl, she's calling the tip line every day. They've got so much that they're working on right now. The next person who says it's going cold, there was a tweet last night. I just hope this case doesn't go cold. Well, nobody wants it to go cold. But it's a long way off going cold. Calm the farm. Move over to the Church of Scientology. Look, I know Beryl's fucked. Beryl's grandkids are going to be horrified, and probably her children too. Her adult children are probably going to be horrified when Beryl starts raving about the wonders of 4chan around the table. I mean, look, to be honest, if I had an elderly relative who brought up 4chan, I'd wet my pants on Christmas Day, no doubt about it, on the spot. I'd laugh so hard I would fall back off my chair. I mean, I would also then become the responsible grandchild and help them get the fuck out of 4chan. But my initial reaction would be to wet my pants with laughter. I'd be like, I can't believe this is happening. What the fuck? Beryl and Mary Lou need to be stuffing the turkey. And look, 4chan, I'm not having a crack at you guys and girls of 4chan. You do you, like, I don't know enough about you to have a strong opinion. All I know is it's never appealed to me. And like I said, there was probably a time in my life it would have. When I was feeling rebellious and angsty and wanting to be vocal in a room full of other vocal people. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not actually, I can't actually say with authority yes or no whether it's something, but there were times in my life that maybe this sort of seedy crowd might have had some appeal for me, if that's what they are. But the bits of the perils of the world, oh my God, they don't know what they're doing. They don't. I mean, I'm hoping the people of 4chan have hearts and feel like they've got all these new grandmas and they're nice to them. I really am. I'm putting it out there. But seriously, if you encounter anyone in your real life or in your travels online and they're talking about 4chan, just say to them, just research it. Just make an informed decision, please. Or if you know more about 4chan than I do and you feel like, yeah, better not do that, grandma, go down that road too. I don't know. I don't have grandparents or parents, so unless there's someone younger in my life who suddenly mentions it, I'll be like, yeah, let's do some Googling. Let's have a look into this. I mean, I'm picturing Granny at the Christmas table now in a 4chan t-shirt. And her grandchildren going, why have you got a 4chan t-shirt, Grandma? Because I love it. They're telling me they're going to solve this case. They're telling me all I need to know about it. Let me show you. No, Gran, no. Get out of there. Just keep your t-shirt and get out. I went to 4chan and all I got was this lousy t-shirt. Like, that's what you've got to say. Get out of there, Grandma, please. There's definitely going to be a merge. I'm sure we'll look. I don't know. I want to keep bringing you guys different angles with what we're watching happening. I might revisit this again from home. I don't know. I mean, I'll never share the Facebook discussions and people's names and stuff like that, but I might read out some comments just to, bring receipts to validate. I mean, you guys can all go, into those Facebook groups and see it for yourself. I won't put them up on the screen or anything like that. YouTube comments and live comments is fine because we're on YouTube and that's all out there to be seen. But I don't know. There's probably even a group rule about that particular group that what goes on in there stays in there, and I respect that. Giving up bingo for 4chan. You told your granddaughters you're going to CrimeCon. Well, look, at least it's CrimeCon, right? They said you're crazy. But they should be. See, I'd be like, God, Grandma, you're cool. Go, Grandma, go. Give me Stephanie Harlow's autograph if she's there, Grandma, please. But if you said you were going for Chad, give me a bingo for 4chan. I'm glad you guys are also is it aimed? Look, I don't. I mean, look. I don't know. I don't know. There could be a 4chaner amongst us who could probably give you more answers. I don't know. I think it could be a fairly educated to guess to assume there's some people from the untied states of Daved in there, but I don't know. There's more people from the untied states of Daved online than any other country, so it, is it verified and factual? No, it's a hunch. I don't know. All respect to you, 4chan, if you come into this live or watch the replay. Can you? I doubt. This isn't slagging off 4chan. No way, no day. I'm just pointing out I don't think it's healthy that Beryl, Madge and Mary Lou are hanging out in 4chan and think that it's better than bingo. That's my concern. We do need a bingo card emoji for sure. I'll stick to bingo too. In fact, fuck it, let's become the online bingo community. See if we can attract some of these people. Look, you're going to get tired of 4chan. Come back and play bingo with us. We'll be like rehab for the 4chan escapees. It'll be like a warm embrace and a cup of tea for them. I'll be there for them. I just don't see this ending well. Hi, Lindy Lou. Yeah, you are catching the end. You are, but lovely to see you. It's good. I just scream to Madge. I just can't. I wish. I thought you guys were going to tell me off for laughing, and you're all laughing about it as well, which is making me feel better. We learn from our mistakes. Grandma, you taught me that as a kid. You're about to learn from a big mistake, I think. You might want to reverse the hell out of 4chan. Like, they're the best PR for 4chan I've ever seen online. I hate to say it, but up until this case, most comments about 4chan haven't been complimentary. They've almost been words of warning. But you've got people literally gushing about how lovely they are. It's crazy. Like, they have this army of women over, I don't know, let's just say 50. It's growing by the minute. Are promoting 4chan as the best place to be. Don't go on holiday, go to 4chan. Honestly, it's crazy. And there's people warning them. Like, there are people going, no, don't. And they won't listen. They gloss over it. Well, I mean, you can't. What more can we do except watch on in horror? Well, you've done well. You've done well. Unfortunately, I do know about the seedy sites of online. Grandma's fallen off a rocking chair. She's lost her marbles too. I just, and now I'm going to be laughing all day in between clients and work. I'm going to just keep cracking up, picturing some 75-year-old woman at the Christmas table in a 4chan cap and T-shirt and her grandchildren rocking up and just going, what the fuck, Grandma? What are you, where did you get that? I bought it. I just put my credit card details into their site. 3 days later, the cap and T-shirt arrived. Isn't it festive? Just half of them probably are knitting and crocheting and baking apple pies while they're hanging around in 4chan. It's all wrong. I mean, look, 4chan, please remind yourselves on the daily that you have grandmothers, had grandmothers and grandfathers. Treat them as if they were your own. Please, I beseech you. I mean, hopefully that's all they do is just, you know, muck around with them a little bit in in their community, and that's it. Hopefully it doesn't turn sinister. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how far they will go or how low they go. I don't know. It's not really the thing that's got me going, what's going on here? It's more just the gushiness of it. And it's like, I never in my wildest dreams did I ever imagine seeing so many middle-aged women talking about 4chan so glowingly. Maybe they're amazing. Maybe they are wonderful. It's not impossible. It goes against everything I've ever seen or read about them, though, from credible sources. Oh, it's been fun. It has been fun. So, everyone, yes, look after your grandparents and your mums and dads. Keep an eye on them. Ask them about their online activity. God, remember back to the good old days that we were just worried about people, our parents, tapping into a porn site by accident and ending up with some virus on their computer that turns their mouse, like their cursor, into a little penis. Remember those days when that was the main concern we had for our elderly relatives or older relatives being online? They were the good old days. People are now going to have to lecture their grandparents and their parents about 4chan. I just can't. I didn't see this coming, and maybe I'm laughing because I'm nervous and in shock. I don't know. I do not know. We'll look after you, Emily. Excellent. And that's probably a good way for all of us to think. I mean, everything I do online is with one eyebrow raised. There's always an element of suspicion. Take everything with a grain of salt. But I also believe I have the nous to not head into rabbit warrens I will never come back out of unscathed. I can handle information that's graphic and so on just from the nature of what I do for a living, but I'm cautious. But unfortunately, because these women are having such a good time in there, they're just recruiting more and more people. It's unraveling as we speak. Now I want to know if 4chan do have merch. Imagine going onto YouTube tomorrow and there's someone live in their 4chan merch singing their praise. It's just ridiculous. It's going from the sublime to the ridiculous. So yeah, there's a new angle, Groovers. It's 9 p.m. Do you know where your grandparents are? Yes. So thank you for hanging out, beautiful people. I must go and do some work. If you do sort of spot people in your travels, in YouTube chats or comments, singing the 4chan praises, just give them a little nod and go, well, Godspeed, my friend. I will be live again very soon, and I hope you all have lovely evenings or mornings wherever you are. My parting comment, don't mess with the Chan. And don't get hit by or struck by a smooth criminal either. See you soon, guys.